Hi, my name is John Moreno. I'm speaking on behalf of Group Peach, Miguelina Mireles, Tamika McBride, Stephen Newport, and myself, John Moreno. The Peaches and Cream Cards Company is proposing to the Arizona State University bookstore the ability to sell greeting cards customized for Arizona State University students through the bookstore. Now, as a business owner, the ASU bookstore should ask itself, what's in it for you, or what's in it for me? And I'll tell you what's in it for you. First, business model is plug and play. Very easy for you to retail, no contribution from you in terms of capital or risk. Second, the business concept exploits the ASU affinity. Limited distribution only through the bookstore helps support the business of the bookstore as well as the campus environment. Online options for potential retail, which would be stage 2, would be positioned to be accessed through the bookstore portal to, again, allow for that affinity and drawback to drive traffic to the portal. And then finally, it allows you to generate revenue from a niche that's really too small for the larger scale business that you operate. Now, our company specifically, our objective is to bring the campus community closer together, one card at a time. We feel that greeting cards have a special niche within the campus environment, within people in general, and this helps use that niche to focus it on a campus environment as well as the organizations on that campus. Our mission, of course, through our biting wit and comfortable humor, will make you laugh, will make you cry, usually at the right time. And as you'll see, some of the card concepts do take that to heart. How we do business. We feel that an extra measure of affinity exists when the ASU logo typeface and the club or organization logo are used in concert on a greeting card. This combination gives them a very special power, or a premium, if you would, to lower price cards, and additional revenue to share back with the bookstore. We also would envision doing small runs so that we can adjust card design on the fly to reflect what's going on today in the market. Table stakes. We use recycled material, low waste packaging, and 20% of the profit generated will be invested in scholarships for the underprivileged. These are things that students really have come to believe are normal operating parameters for a business and things that we would definitely adhere to. Further, we'll work with affinity groups to help enhance their footprint and visibility. So really trying to, again, drive traffic back to or create that bond within the affinity group or the organization on campus. And then finally, we'll make it easy for you to do business with us. We stock our own inventory. We are able to interface with whatever systems you have, again, in phase 2 for e-cards, and are really trying to make it easy for you to have an additional product in your inventory. Who we are. Tamika McBride's the president and a tiebreaker, basically. We operate in a team environment, so sometimes decisions come to an impasse and we need to have a tiebreaker. Tamika forms that role and also helps direct the organization overall. John Moreno, myself, project management, so managing ongoing projects and development of the product lines. Stephen Newport, creative editor, really making sure that everything looks right, maintains a consistent brand feel, and lives up to the logos in the guidelines set forth by our partners. And then Miguelina, who is our operations manager, and really makes sure that the business keeps running as it should. Phase 1 would be a presence in all ASU bookstores, so really covering the East, Tempe, downtown, and then the West campus, and getting exposure across all of those properties. Then we'd want to partner with efollett.com, which is really the backbone of the bookstore, to expand to like-administered stores. So stores on other campuses with the same backbone of that efollett.com organization. We'd want to continue to bridge the university affinity and club or organization affinity through each of those steps. We'd want to eventually bridge then to an e-card capability, again, continuing to drive revenue back through the bookstore, back to the bookstore, to enhance the bookstore's offerings and allow it to capture revenue streams that it might not otherwise get. Now the following pages have a few mock-ups that we've put together. We haven't licensed these and we haven't developed them or gotten authority to build them, as they're just for mock-up purposes and not being used commercially. But upon indication of interest or a letter of intent to move forward, we would definitely get the licensing in place necessary to make these work. 5 initial categories that we have are your general interest, just holiday, your what I'd call it, for lack of a better word, a generic card yet ASU affiliated. From there, we dive into kind of the organization specific. So organizational logo, customizable content, so it can be tailored to any event. Customizable organizational logo and a holiday or standard greeting. So just, the one you'll see is a Valentine's greeting. Then a customizable photo pertinent to the organization, logo of ASU, organization's logo, and then a standard greeting like a Father's Day, Mother's Day, etc. And then finally a stock photo, logo, and standard greeting. And this would be more akin to like the athletic departments that have their own licensing and image property rights that we'd have to work through. And the first one, as you can see, is just an example of someone's away from school and misses parents. You could use this right after the start of school so that you could resonate with that student population. The next one, in this case we use Phi Delta Theta, but you've got Phi Delta Theta's logo, typeface, and then you've got the ASU logo, and then a promotional text that could be inserted by the partner of the organization to highlight whatever event they're using this for. Next, you see a Happy Valentine's Day from Delta Delta Delta, one of the sororities on campus at ASU. And here's some of that biting wit. If you still have a boyfriend today, I hope he bought you some awesome swag. So really using that affinity and trying to bridge across those 3 areas of the university, just the person-to-person contact, and then of course the organization. This one is the engineering club. Hope your Father's Day is a blast. So Father's Day photo or Father's Day card with a photo of actual current organization members. We look to use very short run just-in-time printing, so we'd be able to switch this out much more frequently than you'd find in a traditional setting. And then of course finally here's one of the ones we talked about that might be a licensed type of product where you have the current athletic department stock photo being used as the background, ASU logo, and then of course affinity with some type of holiday, in this case Mother's Day, perhaps Father's Day, and other holidays throughout the year. If you think the concept is sound, fits your needs, we feel it's sound, we've done the research to see that it is sound, next steps would be to get a signed conditional purchase order or letter of intent. Really not looking for you to buy inventory, we're looking to actually sell inventory through your distribution channel, so it would really be a letter of intent for us to come on site and begin to take the steps necessary to retail the cards in the bookstore. Next step after that, secure rights, images, and logos to be used. Potential revenue share there depending on what the cost of use of those logos and images are. We'd want to run a first batch for Mother's Day and Father's Day holidays and really try to hit the market hard with those holidays. We'd want to start and get buzz prior to summer break, carry through the summer break. Of course, it's always going to be kind of a challenging cycle, and we're looking to see if we can offset that, and then springboard into fall with a bevy of more images, templates, and holidays that could be used, catapulting us into the next year and, of course, next cycle. So we think you'll find that our business concept is quite sound. It fits well with your desire to serve the student population, as well as, of course, operate a profitable and revenue-generating business. We do have an Outlook that's got an electronic channel modality built into it, and it's very easy for you to have this